Button.
The
The baton.
The Bruton.
The
Not the
Bhutan.
Molly
What are you,
Button,
Canadian?
no. Oh,
What a beaut.
oh, I should make my background the thing.
Yeah.
Hello, Eclipse. Hi, buddy. Oh, Eclipse, say hi to the camera while it can still see you.
Boy.
Eclipse, baby. Okay, bye. There you go. Hello,
Push the
people.
button. Send Robin the thingy. What's it? And then who wants to cover what happened last time?
Uh,
Don't all jump up at once now.
let's make Heather do it.
I could. We got away from the ship.
Yep.
We were chased by the giant
Yes, Mike.
thing. We got away from it. Then we found a giant cold snap thing going through that had another ship caught in it. We followed that thing, got that ship, sent a part of the crew over to that ship, checked it out, found a monkey burb. It is being tended. Flips, that is your ass, and this is not the time for your ass to be right there. Move, move, move. Okay.
You would
The
restrict
space
him?
there actually, honestly, isn't better either. Can we move? We make other decisions. So then we found 3 cannons in the ship and some hardtack, and then we no, we didn't tow it. We had one of the octopodes and some people go over, and they flew the ship behind us back to the gray market. And then we did trading. The cannons are no good, so we traded them for scrap metal, or traded them as scrap metal. We traded the scrap metal. We are getting provisions for the ship. We are getting enough provisions to take care of the ship if half of it's destroyed, enough food and water and stuff for a month, some salt, and the star herbs. I don't remember what they're called.
Anise.
Anise.
Star anise, that's right.
Which Mycelia is
very excited
Liz
about.
made actual recipes of, which is lovely.
Incredible.
Would it be okay with you if I put those in the comments for the video?
Yeah, go for it.
Lovely.
And then
I'm just gonna keep doing it.
what was it?
Lovely.
Then we also traded the hardtack, right? I don't remember if we traded part of it or all of it or what. Your notes probably say.
That one's still in some limbo, I think, because we have to get the guy's missing Tempest back.
Right.
And the missing Tempest is our guy.
We haven't traded it yet, but if we can find the Tempest and bring him back and convince him, that'll be helpful. Okay. So
wait, pardon. Wait.
Which we know who he is and where he is.
Because he's already on our ship.
He's on our ship, but he's hiding from the people here. And then we get an upgrade from one of the ships in the scrapyard, basically. And then Lasahana does not know that Vin is the Tempest, has come back to the ship and said, hey, here's what we got to go do. And I think that's where we ended.
Yep.
And I told them to pick whatever the upgrade for the ship is because I did a lot of trading things, so let them choose what we want to add to the ship.
Sure.
Yeah,
Speaking of, did you decide on anything for that?
We have a couple of options that we're looking at right now, but I had just suggested maybe we can get an outrider. We can we could also consider either a gang or a pack, either having a troop of NPCs who could be our crew, or we can have a or we can resume having our attack squirrels.
I love the idea that, so as a rule, I don't tend to consume a lot of podcasts because they don't tend to have a visual component, and my ADHD just doesn't tolerate long form audio without something else to do. Not for lack of want. someday my ADHD will shift and there'll be a sea of podcasts sitting waiting for me. Fantastic. But I understand that there is a lot of D&D out there in podcasts, not in podcasts, right? Pathfinder, D&D, whatever. But this is the only one I've ever heard of that came with recipes built right into the video. So that's exciting. Are there D&D cookbooks? Yes. Were those recipes provided at the time those videos aired? Probably not. No. Like,
now, this is going to be put in the comment section of the video, not in the live chat, right?
I put that in the video description. I edited the video.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, because if it's a live chat, it'll disappear.
Too much noise, by the way, and I can mute in between.
Now, when you say too much noise, you mean the clanging of the assembly of the chair? I haven't heard any of that. Or do you mean the giggly noises that you make and you occasionally go, ah, shit? Because those are fine.
I'm making a lot of noise, so if you're not hearing it, we're good.
Yeah, we're fine.
You bet. You do glow
By the
a
way,
little bit
audience,
right
I'm assembling a chair because I have very wonderful friends who have schemed against and for me. Or against me?
Scheme is such a strong and accurate word.
Scheme is a very accurate word.
Schemed around me?
Yeah. Schemed
Yes,
around
definitely.
me for my
Definitely
well-being.
around you.
Right.
Who would do that?
Like,
Who would
right
scheme
over
around
there?
their friends for their well-being? What monsters you are.
In their presence, no less.
Yes! There is a history of people figuring out and wrapping and getting presents for me while I'm not paying attention and in the room. And apparently that continued into adulthood.
See, Mike schemed against you while you were physically in the same room. I needed to recruit random fucking strangers in order to buy Amber board games successfully. I actually launched a Target staff into the bathroom and I was like, hey, there's an amazing woman in there. You'll know which one she is. I need you to keep her in there. Please, I'm back. Like I know this is a weird question, but
beautiful.
Like she's my other half. I need you to detain her. Do whatever it is that women do in the bathroom.
Detain her. Block the doorway with the cleaning cart.
Like, don't make it weird, but
sure.
And the lady was like, "What's the plan?" I said, "You see this thing? I need to get it into the car without her."
As I said, scheming around others you care about for their well-being.
So I was like, "This lady's gonna put..."
Lasahana is back on the ship, which means I think we are all on the ship.
You bet. Trying to convince Vinny that.
You chose.
Oh yes, did you pick one? I think all of the options are perfectly sound. But,
I think it was a debate between like getting a trebuchet being code for like getting a rig for the octopus so they could become the trebuchet.
Right.
Now I would argue
so that you launch them, or that they launch
they do the thing pull it back.
Right.
If we do that, we need more octopodes.
Whose job is really like the outrider.
Yes, we do, because we need all the octopodes. Whose job is to then run and become the trebuchets.
Right. So
they rest up their nice big bulky and go up.
We have octopode trebuchet, which is just a giant fucking rubber band, isn't it?
We have. Oh, it won't show me. We have spokes and wheels.
I briefly saw. So you need either a ridiculous Looney Tunes sized rubber band, or an outrider. I heard Esmea pitch for the outrider.
That was not my pitch. That was mine. Slapdash's pitch.
No, I meant right now. I thought you just said you were game for
that. Current. Yeah. Looking at the options presented, I personally would vote outrider.
Okay. What was the third option? The Squirrel Army.
Well, we can either we can hire more crew as a gang.
Satisfying snap that none of you heard, and I'm sorry because it was really nice.
Like when you bite into a well-cooked hot dog, like that.
Like when you bite into a well-cooked
a really good hard taco.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So anyway. We getting things like salvage specimens.
I love that we all know how to eat because we all just went, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Essentially each gang gets us a benefit every time we drop anchor. So we could get things like specimens, salvage, whispers, charts, We would get repairs done. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of still staring. I'm liking the outrider idea myself, even though, because like just
Okay.
already to get safely to to get the ship safely to the salvage we're trying to grab, we already had twice to try and like basically send somebody walking on the branches out in the
And that was
in order to
that
get
was
to the thing.
yeah, that was
That's true.
something
If you
that
had an outrider, you'd have much less cause, maybe no cause for wave walking.
Mm-hmm.
which was kind of the reason I suggested in the first place was, the having a shuttle is kind of invaluable.
Hold
here.
on. Are you suggesting that I created a series of difficulties, and from that series of difficulties, you developed a defense? What?
Nah. No,
What?
we are completely unreasonable and non-logical players.
Right.
I mean, two things can be true.
Now, now the question, of course, ooh.
Oh, that's right. I don't have those on.
The question, of course. Ooh.
So we can essentially what we can do
Ow.
for our outrider, is if we take just the regular tow line for free, we can use the workhorse stake, and then get 2 fittings for it, or we can go after there's 3 options that are that have pre-fit. So there's the skipper, which is like a stealth speed shuttle. We have the chopper, which kind of cut through things a lot easier, and then the sidewinder, which is
Like
sturdier but slower.
Oh,
Ah.
cat zoom. Ah. Sorry, my
So I
cats
just-
are trading off who is helping me with this, and from Eclipse to Nova.
So I just went like that, and I
Mhm.
usually wear wraps, and I
Oh, no.
forgot that I'm not wearing them. Ow, fuck. Like,
And kind of punched yourself, huh?
yeah, right. Ow.
So do we want to have one that we customize ourselves, or do we want to have a pre-made?
Now, I know that's not what you said, but in my head, I pictured your Sidewinder Outrider functioning like the Sidewinder snake. You ever see one of those things? There's something else.
Uh-huh.
They almost they come off the ground a little
Wiggle,
bit. They're
wiggle,
really
wiggle, wiggle,
something.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. If a snake could twerk,
What do you mean could they do? Like,
There's a visual.
I'm picturing Heather's preferred corgi bubble butt video, just snacks.
Yeah. Listen, if everyone should have a goofy video that's like 15 to 20 seconds long that makes any bad day just a little better.
Laugh if you want to. Mine is the full studio release version of the Pokemon theme song. Jason Page gives it everything he's got. His neck turns colors like
Corgi bubble butt, and then if I'm feeling extra just sassy with it, the Listen Linda one is just
that's pretty good.
Linda, listen! It's so good.
And I'm also fond of that's why they call me the deep one. That song you sent me, it's pretty great. That's pretty great.
I am not recommending it unless I know your sense of humor, but it is. Look at
that face.
It is
like
Eldritch Horror.
Is it?
Romance song.
Mike, was it you who shared the Have You Checked Your Butthole? Was that you?
Yes.
What a classic. I've now said that to at least a dozen other people, all of whom laughed, followed up by some version of, Jay, what is wrong with you? I think my favorite is, where do you find this shit?
Hey,
I know a guy. Look. So, Outrider.
Yeah, which kind of, so if we customized it ourselves, what would that entail?
I want the prow of it to look like, so okay, you know how some ships have like a mermaid on the front or like a dragon head on the front? I want there to be an octopode stretching back, like looking forward, but stretching back with the tentacles going around the side of it.
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah. That's my only personal request for the customization of this vehicle. Have fun.
Okay. So if we
I could
do
just be an art project that Mycelia and La Sahana work together on.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can make it out of, well, we can infuse it with like specks of amber, so it's pretty.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so the primary chassis.
Go lift the butt cushion of this giant ass chair.
You were saying the chassis.
The chassis,
also known as the butt cushion.
Yeah, it's skipper, chopper, sidewinder, or workhorse. Workhorse, the one we can customize. So workhorse has a bunch of base ratings, and then we can get 2 extra fittings. So we can get like a windshield or
windshield. How fast are you going in this thing?
However fast we want.
Right.
Yeah, there's
is the engine.
The open road, the sun on your skin.
Yeah, there's a windshield. There's a chemical like NOS button. There's shuttle.
In case you're speed racer.
Yeah. Shuttle lube.
Oh no!
Come again? Oh no!
Oh no! Here's the thing. I love what happens sometimes is Zoom cuts out Liz. So then we just hear the cackle from the background of Mike's audio.
Yeah.
It's great.
Right. So yeah, it is actually described here somehow worse in the actual
do tell
rules. It is described as a mucoid rub.
I don't like that.
No.
It's fun.
Yes. So a slimy adhesive coating along the lower hull which muffles engine noise and allows the ship to better handle sharp turns.
I fucking bet. That's like I don't like that.
I don't appreciate
that.
Adhesive. Remember a mucoid rub.
Oh, the camera
they all know.
Oh no! Look at that. Oh, there's a face. There's another face. I know the face. She's being so unhelpfully helpful, or helpfully unhelpful with this chair. She was standing on the directions and the thing I'm trying to open. So great. Doing great.
Sounds like an insult. Like, listen here, you mucoid rub.
Yeah.
Name aside, is that something that would be beneficial for our little rig?
Unclear.
Great. Love that.
I was concerned about how much you were going with the windshield, but then you were like, there's a NOS button option. I was like, oh, all right. Forget I said anything.
Yeah. So there's the weapon housing, which is a mount for a larger deck weapon. Which I guess essentially means that when the outrider is on your ship, you can use it to fire a gun on. Which is weird.
That sounds very handy. While it's not in use because we're under fire by something too dangerous, we can use it to shoot stuff. And then if we don't need it to shoot stuff, we can use it to travel.
Yeah.
That seems multi-purpose. I like that idea.
There's a flatbed hauling thing that you can put on the back, and there's camouflage.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that
let's wave walking. Where are we wave walking?
Our play mechanic, probably, I don't think we're going to be subtle people for camouflage to be effective for very long. But
that's fair.
Yeah, the camouflage gives you a +3 to stealth as long as you're not moving.
I wouldn't worry about camouflage for the big ship, but if we can get camouflage for the little thing, that might be good. Because you want to be able to hide from anything chasing you. Because I'm assuming this is what we're using for like the small raiding essentially, or scavenger parties. So like being able to hop on it and hide until they're looking the other way, or go around a bend and hold still for a moment.
I'm just picturing like we have like one of those patio umbrellas attached to the thing. That's just tree limbs, and just poop.
It just obscures us like a tent.
You now.
So
how many things can we get?
Any 2 of those. We also have the option for a personal modification described in these exact words. What exactly have you done to the thing?
what we wanted.
Portside engineers would weep.
I love that. Like,
Yeah. So
you
can
fly by it and
He's
people
done those
like,
things.
what the hell?
Yeah, you can increase any 3 of its stats by 1 and decrease by 1. So you basically make one aspect of the ship a little bit worse in exchange for making 3 of them better.
Oh. So we want to overclock our workhorse by making it look insane. I kind of like so we have a strong argument for the camouflage, and then we had, I think I was liking the idea of having it be able to function as a gun as well. So then we could have basically it could be a gun that's camouflaged too, which sounds really fun.
Now it does not say. It says a mount for a larger deck weapon. The firing controls rigged up to the outrider's steering column, which suggests that we cannot use the gun when you're on the outrider itself deployed. So just keeping that in mind for rules purposes.
Yeah.
Right, it becomes like a secondary assault battery when it's attached to the ship, and the rest of the time it's an outrider.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like it could solve a couple of problems at one go, because I think we did need more like main ship.
Something you may have already considered, but in case you didn't, the more guns you have, the more people you need to man them.
Well, we also haven't figured out, like, I had set up a thing where I had made Hiram like a skilled hire as one of my stakes, and he just hasn't shown up yet. So we technically could have somebody man the gun.
Oh, right. Yes. I'm sorry. I was under the impression that Hiram was your prop to prop up. Perhaps more appropriately, Mike can be Hiraming if you would prefer.
Yeah, I can't fake Hiram. I can't. I
Hear
can't
that,
do
Mike?
that.
You've been deputized to play the guy you was already playing while playing the guy you was already playing. Like,
he'll just have to come out to shoot things, and then he can go back into wherever he's hiding.
He just kind of wanders out onto the deck, holding a glass, Mycelia's moonshine, going.
Patented.
Patented.
Addy, folks.
Is it okay? Here's a question: Is it moonshine or is it absinthe?
Moonshine, Hiram.
Moonshine. I need a sedative. I do not need a hallucinogen. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know. I know better than to give hallucinogenic compounds to somebody who doesn't know their time to stop. You know?
Also, I might add,
somebody's grasp on reality is perhaps tenuous to begin with.
Probably shouldn't add to that.
And I might also posit that, given that I am an unwilling resident of this green hell, further reminding me of that via a green tinted beverage would not, in fact, assuage my negative feelings. It would merely reinforce them. What was that?
Nothing.
Why not?
Hey, Hiram, look, Lessa has captain now.
Oh joy! Is my face
Does that
still
mean that
attached
he
to
hasn't
her
noticed
head?
this entire couple of sessions?
No, I have been aware of your return and mine to this new form of reality. I am of mixed feelings about it, I must say. It is, I will note, better than it had been.
I would have mixed feelings. I don't know what you're doing.
Right. I am noticing a conspicuous absence of infested Chrysler buildings, which is an improvement. There are no godlike, childlike nemesis for me to contend with. I consider that to be an upgrade over our prior circumstances.
Your shadow dark revenant self is not around either.
I would remind you that I do retain all memories of both versions of my multitude of selves.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Now, thankfully, the
That means
rewrite.
Hiram has memories, not like the muscle memories, and I guess I've done this before, but actual memories of both realities, which is not great for his mental health.
No, probably not.
No, having abruptly stitched my brain / soul back together, following what is the mother of all cognitive schisms.
And we will never provide the audience any
context for any of this.
Context for any of it other than alternate reality shit.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled, but thankfully,
I'm not thrilled. I feel
thankfully,
like that's a
Gives him a hug.
reasonable,
yeah.
a well-measured response to having your brain having
Torn asunder and then abruptly fused back together by
Right.
cosmic forces beyond my knowledge or understanding.
Mycelia just gives him a hug. I was trying to find you sooner, but I couldn't figure out where you had hidden yourself on the ship.
I found a hole.
There's no holes
And-
on my ship. What do you mean?
Well, it was an intentional hole, not a blast hole.
No, what this means is Vin was in one barrel. Hiram was
Oh,
in the
no.
next one over.
Hiram's the reason there was an empty barrel. He just
No,
drank
that-
it to the bottom of it.
Right. Yeah. I believe I still. Sorry, the cargo hold has on numerous nooks and crannies for me to stash myself in. However, I would note that unfortunately, this ship does have a conspicuous absence of quarters with my name on it. So I have had to make do with what I have. I will not be cohabiting with our new engines.
We discover in this moment that Hiram is anti-octopode.
No, I am not opposed to their presence. I am merely disconcerted by the numerous slurpy slithering noises they do make as they make their way about the cargo
I'm
hold.
not opposed to
Bunk
the
with
opposed.
slapdash,
They
but
just
okay.
disquiet me. I see.
It is difficult to sleep, I find, when there is a slurping going on in your general vicinity.
I went to college. You get used to it.
Right. I don't want to know what they get up to. I don't want to wake up halfway into the beak of a creature I do not wish to be eaten by.
They're not going to eat you, Hiram. They're not. They don't eat large.
Right, that's not
Mammals.
Yeah, you're
consumption.
too
That's
big.
a love nipple. It's totally different.
They mostly eat the little crustaceans and like the snails and stuff.
Right,
So you're
nibble,
okay.
nibble, nibble.
You are
Yeah.
speaking of a version of reality we no longer occupy.
We've been traveling for 12 hours with them. I fed them. I figured out what they eat. Like the occasional bird, but
Maybe small
So
squirrels
they
and
have
other.
developed a taste for blood, is what you are saying.
Yes, because prior to this, all octopuses have been vegetarian.
100%. They ate sea carrots and sea salad and
They eat shit
eat
that's
kelp.
underwater. I do not care. I don't go down there.
No, the slapdash does. Anyway.
How'd you like the whale?
yeah, Hiram had a good sense to say out that.
He's like, nope,
Don't-
nope,
Well,
nope.
he's dead by that point.
Don't talk to me about that clanky limbed motherfucker. That's the one that woke me up in the first place. Son of a bitch.
Clanky limbed motherfucker. Hey, talk nice about your alter ego.
That's it. It's a classic.
Listen. I was perfectly content being permanently comatose inside of an amber prison until somebody got a little bug up his ass about wanting to know about the world before and popped me on out of there.
And now I live and I'm so unhappy about it.
I yearn for the sweet release of dreams from which.
I suppose it's better than I yearn for the sweet release of death.
Mycelia,
I have
Mycelia
experienced
just
death
started
and
to
the
weep.
horror persisted.
I died and it did no good.
Mycelia comes up and taps him on the shoulder. Have you considered? I have a hemp infused mead. Would that work? Now that you add a little, just take the edge off.
I'm sorry, you want me to be drunk and high simultaneously?
Just a little bit of both.
Where has this been my entire existence? Hand me that.
She gives you this little bottle. It looks like it's made out of a bottle gourd. It's fully opaque. You can't see what's in there, but it has like a little thickness to it. Like it's just a little bit thicker than water.
Hold on. You want me to be fucked up and fucked out? Hell yeah.
At which point Slapdash just turns around and goes, "As the surgeon aboard this ship, I need to impose a surgeon's warning upon this packaging. Caution may cause intoxication."
Yeah, I know it ain't safe. And then he just drinks the whole thing. So have we chosen the outrider?
I don't believe we've settled on what kind of weapon.
Oh, there's options for the weapon.
Yep, there's Robin with the quotes. I have experienced death and the horror persisted.
How very Moon Knight of you. I died, it didn't help.
So
I have liquidation that matches my shirt.
Hey, there you
go. So the description of the weapon housing suggests blunt, keen, spike, or blast damage.
Ooh.
Sure.
So I'm thinking that means either a trebuchet, a harpoon turret, or a blast bow. So we could, a blast bow is just a crossbow that fires explosions.
How very scraggly.
Wrong game. Yeah, I've already got 2 characters. I don't need a third.
We need a 5-way personality split in this game too.
I mean, I could start having Mycelia get flashes of her past lives.
Do you already have a table where you play 5 people? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, he has a table where he asked for
1 character with 5
cards
aliases.
for his aliases in order to do illicit dealings.
Yes, I specifically
one
asked the librarian for multiple cards so that I had one for all the various versions of myself.
One of the players made a joke that they thought was unaudible of, no, it's for all his different personalities. Had them roll a persuasion check, so the librarian actually just thought it was for all the personalities and went ahead and gave them the cards so that he had an ID for whichever personality is fronting at the time.
Right. So we have...
yes, there is a game in which he has 5 identities, but not 5 personalities, but the librarian doesn't know that.
Right. So what you're saying is, you need to dream big dreams and shoot for 6.
Yep.
So I'm kind of the mind that if we're trying to go for salvage as like a primary thing that we're doing, right? A weapon that could be like blast might, cause more trouble than it fixes.
Persuasion. Wow, precision weapons might be a better persuasion weapons.
Yeah, that's just a very large gun. See my way or die.
Precision weapons might be a better route. Oh, Nova, don't sit on the instructions, baby girl. Chair's not ready yet, babe.
Lies.
I got to test it out before we got it built.
So I will say, for update on the chair building, because none of you can see any of what I'm doing. We have the base and wheels, we have the bottom cushion, we have the top cushion with the bar on the back, and now I need to set it upright and put the bar on the back of the bottom cushion. And then we get into the electrical. Oh no, sorry. Then we get into armrests and then electrical. So if I just randomly shock, that I've messed with the electric. But the top cushion is laying on top of the bottom, and Eclipse has just hopped up and is now cleaning his ass on it. So it's
Nice.
I can't send it back now.
Yeah, once you get a little.
Return this. It has felt the caress of the cat butt.
Right.
Well,
once it has a cat starfish print on it, you can't send it back.
It really
actually, they did say one-time pet stains are covered.
Is that we're calling it a pet stain?
If it's more than that, I'm concerned for him. All right.
Yeah, so your chair has suffered critical ass damage, not from you.
So are we thinking for the outrider piercing damage, maybe like a
That'd be like a harpoon turret.
harpoon turret?
Yeah, it'd be trebuchet for blunt, harpoon for spike, blast bow for blast. It does not say what keen damage is. I don't even know what the hell that means.
Sharp.
Sharp would be keen, so I'm thinking that's probably like
an actual
like
gun.
a blade shooter. Yeah.
It shoots for the shits. You know, it's good for you. Super humane, Nat.
What, baby girl?
So yeah, those are the options. I suspect probably either the harpoon turret or the blast bow would be a good option, but I don't know if you guys have preference for.
I kind of like the idea of a harpoon bow because that might let us also reel our target in too.
Kitty.
Yeah. If I barbed spears for piercing the hulls of ships and the hides of larger creatures.
That sounds the most useful for our adventure so far.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's
pretty multi-purpose
precision that I was talking about.
Ooh, the chair takes form.
Sure does. So this is the top of it. It's so tall. For the audience's sake, this is the top of my current chair. This is the top of the new chair.
The new chair
We have upgraded Heather to a throne.
Listen, this was a long-term investment. We wanted something that was going to last.
It really will. It is very solid.
I just hope it's comfy.
The little things. Anyway,
kitty.
I just hope it's comfy. That's the thing. Outrider with camouflage and a harpoon turret. Then, that's our shopping episode.
Mycelia is already using the star anise to cook food.
Is that the tiny one?
That is the tiny one.
Hi, tiny one. You never show up.
All 16 pounds of the tiny one.
Louise is forced to be present many times, but the tiny one is just, even when you try to force her, she's just not for it.
Nope. Yep. We finally found, because I've lost some weight, and she was like, I'm not thrilled. I don't curl up on you anymore. Get fucked him. We finally found new hold me time. She sits, she puts her ass in the crook of my arm and then just sits on me for a little while. And then eventually decides that's okay, and then collapses on me, which is 16 pounds right to the chest. That's the body shock I definitely need. Right. And then she'll sort of twist because she genuinely likes having her head below her butt. So next thing I know, she's upside down with her head right here and her feet up by my face. Right. And then you put your hand on the cat's chest, and just and then you scratch a little bit and she goes,
incredible.
And then you rub the belly and so loud I can hear her through my headphones.
Oh my goodness.
So, we've finally found a new way.
Right now, it looks like Lasahana's hand is Heather's other hand, and she's like...
Right, Lasahana's helping you, like Vanna White.
I see. Interesting.
I genuinely had a half a second where I was like, are you supporting the chair? Wait, why is your hand floating in mid? Oh, okay.
Nikki, I know I'm pale, but that is a Hero Forge picture.
We are transcending the bounds of reality.
That Hero Forge picture
it is a really impressive chair.
No, but Nikki, she's wearing white gloves.
Yeah, so they match your skin.
With the amount of reflection that's happening from the light, your skin does look like white.
You literally look...
Oh, I am a pale motherfucker for sure.
Okay. Nikki, though, I mean, normally I would say pot kettle, but
Hey,
what's
nobody
the-
said that I didn't match.
I should also say Eclipse has now decided that the actual seat of the chair works for him.
Oh, good. He's following
There you go.
directions.
So I will say this chair is big enough that the two of them could curl up on it together.
Oh, they will.
Nice.
Don't worry.
Because my
will
current one, they could not.
I was gonna. There was an option available for one that allows you to sort of like sit in like a crisscross style if you want to. That would have come with like that literally is built for pet owners to have a snuggle platform for the cat.
Incredible.
But unfortunately, that lacked some of the bonus features that this one has. So
Listen, you got to make a sacrifice somewhere.
right. So
Okay. Oh, Eclipse. Hi, Nova. You're Nova. Nova, when did you two swap? It was
I
Eclipse.
think,
It was a fully black cat. And then I finished screwing in the back, and then I turned it around again, and then it was a Nova.
Nova rolls nat 20 on her sneak.
Right? This is like before. So my old cat was a bigger cat, big panther, but also mostly black, like Eclipse. And at one point, Zippy was the one on my feet. I knew it was Zippy. I had petted him. We had a whole thing. I was reading. I didn't feel the change. And then I looked down, and then it was Eclipse as a tiny kitten on my feet. Like size difference alone told me it was a different cat. And I apparently had been so absorbed in my book, I had no knowledge that the felines had swapped.
Sorry.
All right, armrest time.
okay.
These
So I think
alien heads.
oh, I finally got glimpse of the chair.
I didn't mean to show your feet to the stream. Did that upset you?
Listen,
Don't
once
show your
Eclipse gets
feet
his
for
only
free.
cats.
I lifted her paw and she goes, no!
Yeah, I've already showed my feet once on this stream, so let's not do that again.
Yeah, that was a choice. Was it on this? Yeah, it was on this one, not the Tuesday one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can't believe you gave your tootsies away for free like that.
Listen. There's not a fetishist out there that's going to go after my surgically repaired toenails.
Well, that's what you think.
Mike,
Don't
I don't
dare-
have to tell you
don't dare
this.
the internet.
You are wrong. Right.
Incorrect, sir.
No, right.
In fact, you might have people that will look up this video specifically because.
Right.
Because you just said surgically repaired.
And they were
Anyway.
like, ooh.
So harpoon
Yeah.
and camouflage for our little
Yeah.
exploration boat.
For the outrider.
Yep.
You bet.
To the
Yep.
outrider. Away!
So is it like a longboat that can sail? Is it like a climbing thing? Is it like a submarine? What?
So
is
you've got
it
two
like?
ways to go ahead, Mike.
It is a chainsaw with a seat.
Aw, yeah.
If you're asking how it comes off the side of the boat, two ways. You can either drop it straight down or how do I put this?
Or cut through? Yep.
Whip it. Whip it, it launches.
Fling it.
Fling it. You can fling it.
You can pick it up and just go, poof.
So the
Or just
Okay.
have all the octopus throw it.
and that now.
Oh, I'm
now-
serious. The outrider attached to the side of the ship and has two
Huh?
like a bar that snaps forward in it.
Yeah, that's
Spring power.
mechanically.
Just
Now
crank
hold
it.
on. Within the bounds of the rules, there are also alterations. If we sacrificed either the gun or the camouflage, we could alter the way that this thing launches and docks. The default method, the free method, is actually a tow line where we actually have the outrider basically being towed behind the ship like a camper towing a Prius.
But not like a Prius towing a camper.
I defy
Right.
you to find a Prius capable of doing.
So once upon a time, I work at Home Depot and I watched
comes.
some lady on the contractor pad should anybody watching this or on this call never been to a Home Depot, the contractor pad is the part where the people in their big giant trucks pull up. Right. Okay. There's regular parking for regular people, and then there's the contractor pad. And this little tiny person pulls up in their little tiny Prius and asks me to pack 4 railroad ties into the Prius.
Oh boy.
And I called my boss and I was like, look, I understand that we've had disagreements in the past, but here's what she wants me to do. You and I both know it cannot be done. Right? Like I need your permission to tell me I need your permission to say the customer is not always right. Like
customer is only right in matters of taste.
I know that, but he didn't see it that way. And we had points of contention on that specific concept before. And he goes, Jay, do what, like, make it happen. I cannot. I cannot.
The car will not move.
I cannot. I'm not. Look, I'm just a man, okay? I can't.
They watched Italian Job and said, we know what Priuses are capable of.
That was a Mini Cooper. Those were Mini Coopers.
To be fair, I did get
same concept.
Right. I did get the 4 railroad ties in that car. We flattened most of the inside of it, and that lady drove away, and the bottom of her car ripped out at the front of the parking lot.
I am sure.
Ripped the guts right out of that Prius. They spilled all over the park.
Did she come back and get upset at you for her choice?
No. Because she came back livid and she said, I would like to talk to your manager. And I said, yes, ma'am. And I went and I got Drew.
I tried to warn you. He wouldn't let me warn you.
I would be thrilled to call my manager for you.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me like early days of COVID. Someone came to our store and ordered just all the massive 50-pound bags of dog food, 40 packs of water, 10 of them. Wanted to load it all in this dinky ass car. And they show up 5 minutes. Baby. They put this order in hours ago, and they show up 5 minutes before we close, in the middle of a rainstorm, in the dark, and ask us to load all this shit into her car. Only to discover that once it's all loaded into the car, after 3 of us have put all this effort into loading this shit into the car, now the car won't go.
Yeah.
So now we have to unload half of it and send it back after our operating hours because it has taken this long. And it was a nightmare, and it was stupid, and we all hated it. And we're like,
the loading capabilities of your vehicle, please and thank you.
Yeah. You know what your car can handle.
Right. I meanwhile, in the reverse of that, I know exactly the limit I can fit into my hatchback, and I have tested it repeatedly. And people will come up and be like, this won't fit in your car. I'm like, yes, it will. Watch me work.
Yeah, that's because we stashed our entire lives inside of an Aveo for a year and a half.
I know that car. Yeah, that's bless you.
It was not a hatchback form.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So we when we first moved out here, we were literally homeless for
couple of
3 months. 3 months.
Yeah. If you have to think about
the RV broke down on the way out.
Yeah, 3 months. And in that time, we had to shift from campground to campground every week to 2 weeks.
Right in the middle of the summer when they weren't doing monthly.
So we'd have to pack up all of our tents, all of the stuff we were using to live and all that that we couldn't fit in the storage space we'd rented, and then
get the RV back
from campground to campground, unpack it all in the middle of summer. And then I
don't want to, but we are streaming, and we're gonna probably have a game to
play. Yeah, we should probably streaming. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Robin is literally our only viewer right now because Riker's otherwise occupied. I believe. Yeah, I believe did say he was going to be traveling to England or something this week.
Something like that.
Yes, right? Always share on the internet what only someone in that moment can see.
Right, definitely.
Because no one else will ever know this information.
Never.
Okay,
so you got this outrider.
So I apologize for accidentally doxing one of our viewers.
Oh no, that's not even what I was referring to. That's fine. He comments that stuff himself.
So you've got this outrider.
That'll be the entire goal of this particular session, is that we have the outrider by the end.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
We have yes. So it's essentially like if you took tried to make a chainsaw into a motorcycle, or like one of those like one of those speeders from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, speeder, but actually cooler because it's a chainsaw. Yes.
Yeah, you take a pod racer and you put a chainsaw on the front, and so that's just a pod racer. So you like
right. It's a chainsaw pod racer that can also be a gun.
Right.
No, that has a gun.
No, that can be turned into a gun when it's on the ship somehow.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, it's a transformer.
Yeah.
I think essentially what happens is when you slot the outrider into the ship, the steering column for the outrider becomes the aiming mechanism for the harpoon gun. So what I was originally attempting to communicate to you guys was that the launching and docking options, the default is a tow line where it's basically dragged behind the ship, like
right. It was where we got to the Prius thing. Right.
So the other options, if we wanted to like skip the camouflage part for the outrider, the other options would be
the other options are a docking crane, which we basically, technically speaking, already have. We have that magnet crane.
Yep.
Bay doors, which basically allows us to use our cargo bay and just launch it out of that. Hole clamps. So basically just like a so you can kind of lock it into the side of the ship, or we could catapult it like a fighter jet.
Not the safe option, but definitely the fun one.
Right. Yeah.
And if your ship is under attack, and for some reason you have chosen to get on the outrider to get away, that's the best way to make sure that actually works out.
Now, mind you, it's a single seater, so I don't know why on earth you would do this. But it says a spring-loaded section of deck used for catapulting outriders onto the waves at speed. Great for taking opposing ships by surprise, but the logistics of getting an outrider back into place for another launch are tricky.
Less tricky though, because you have a crane.
Right.
Go retrieve it.
To drive it alongside and
I think the two options are use the crane or ask Driftwood to very kindly, very carefully,
gingerly even
pick up the back end of the outrider.
I'm so back. I think Mycelia is like loading solar cookers on the
Does your outrider have a
food,
name?
and she's like throwing suggestions at you guys, like maybe we don't have a flying chainsaw as our outrider. I have a feeling we will have a hard time retrieving it from wherever we huck it, but I like a deck clamp because then we aren't losing cargo space. To stow our. Also, it won't work very well as a gun if it's in our cargo hold. So anyway.
Correct. Unfortunately, we would have to sacrifice the camouflage capabilities in order to get that. Is that okay?
I did it!
Huh?
You did it!
Yay!
Hold on.
We have successfully chaired.
We have
chaired.
Oh my goodness, look at that thing.
Shiny.
I gotta figure
yeah.
It's got to adjust the seat settings now.
Oh,
there
goodness.
it goes. Height. It rises.
There's a height settings. There's a recline setting.
It started to.
I wonder if she found the vibrating setting.
No, I literally
massage chair. It's got a massage setting.
Let me lock that in place though. There we go. Much better. I did it.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
You comfy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
On behalf of your entire extended family and also the two of us, Liz and
How many
Jay.
people did you? Hold on.
Look, none of your business. Just like the thing. None of your business.
Ooh.
I pressed on and it immediately started vibrating. Okay, I will mess with that later. Also, it does have a little pocket for the remote for it.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
holy shit. And the way that it locks also means that I can recline a little bit and then lock it in place.
Nice. Mine does not do that. It's either capable of reclining or it's not. Right? There's no in between.
Okay, we don't need the game now. Good night.
Yeah.
So big. It's comfy though.
Yeah. Yes.
Yay.
Success.
They're accomplished.
Woo!
Holy
So
shit.
you've got this outrider.
Yeah. So, yes.
So we do finally have the outrider, indeed.
Yes. So did we settle on whether
now
we're
the audience
doing
won't just see my back.
right?
That's the big question.
Have we settled on the whole clamps versus camouflage debate?
Esme would interject that there's defensive capabilities and there's tactical capabilities for both options, and so she doesn't really care. She'll work with whatever you guys decide.
Yeah. The catch with the tow line, it doesn't provide anything mechanically speaking on this, but it does say it's for the crew on a budget. There's sometimes no other option than to tow an outrider behind the main ship and hope it doesn't get too damaged in the process.
I would rather the camouflage
Over the clamps?
Over the tow line.
Oh, the tow line is the base option.
Oh,
That's
the
why
base
we're
option.
having-
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's because I don't like that option.
Yeah,
so deck clamps or cargo hold.
Yeah. So let's go with the clamps, I think.
Give them the clamps.
No. So, anyway, so we can, we can have a clamp, and that way we can have like a if we need to hop in the outrider and just turn on the chainsaw for a couple of seconds. Not like that.
Then you say whatever you want.
Right.
Just chainsaw for a couple of seconds. Hey, I just need a quick buzz.
Yeah, just to saw through a particular branch that's like sticking in our way or something.
No, but hi, honey.
So,
You like the chair?
does your outrider have a name?
So our ship is called the
Unsinkable 2. Yes, I know.
No.
No.
Didn't we name it Shipwreck or something?
I think we did the shipwreck.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
So it's flotsam, jetsam, driftwood, and the ship is the shipwrecked. Right.
Yep.
So to keep on
Iceberg.
theme, what would you want to call the outrider?
Sorry, I said iceberg.
I feel like that's the opposite. That sort of suggests that that's the cause of the rest of our problems. We should just get rid of it.
Chomper?
What, Nikki?
Chomper?
Chomp?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man is funny, but I don't know that.
Hey, thanks.
The overboard.
The Underminer.
No, man overboard.
Yeah, the overboard. Do we want to do that? Call it the man overboard? The plank?
The plank. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, the plank.
The plank.
the plank.
we could
Watch the plank.
we could call it Lost at Sea.
Nice.
The SOS.
I was gonna say Lash just sounds like you're saying Lasahana's name.
Little bit. So
Baby
today
Bill.
I learned a thing about a book series that I grew up enjoying, and that hurts the soul. So,
Uh-oh.
What did he say? What was it? Shannara?
Oh,
Oh, that
yes.
author.
So yes, the author of the Shannara Chronicles apparently, right? The author of that book series would come out later and say that he had a different pronunciation of Shannara than the widely accepted Shannara that everyone else was going with.
Shannara sounds better.
It does.
Yeah.
It does, and then that's sort of the theme that Jay and the rest of us were kind of going on. It's like, hey, sometimes you need to kill the author because he has a bad because he's wrong.
Like, look, I get that.
Kill
if
him.
anyone
Just stop
gets
his ability to spread misinformation about his own book.
I just mean in the metaphorical death of the author phrase sense of the
Right.
word.
Sure.
Like if anybody has
you
just
want me to call off the assassination team?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we're just talking about death of the author in terms of the removing considerations of authorial intent when judging a work sense.
Right. If anybody has absolute authority to just name a thing and tell you how it's pronounced over that thing, that it's if that thing is like a story or something, the author gets to say. Like, no one gets to tell me how to pronounce Goku's name before Akira Toriyama does. Right. And yet you chose wrong. That's
You expressed your opinion, and your opinion is incorrect.
right.
Yeah. So while we're having this thing installed, I think Mycelia is gonna have talked Vinny into helping her get food cooking so that he can be out and accessible. And she's keeping his hands full.
Decide that it's named the plank.
It's in my notes as the plank. Yes.
Amazing. So we are at the shipwreck with our small.
Is that shipwreck or shipwrecked? Like, I have a T on the end of that in my notes. Shipwrecked.
How do you spell wrecked?
Like get wrecked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
That's how I heard you pronounce it. Right.
That
wrecked.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, but
ship WRECKT wrecked.
Oh, I thought yeah. I think
not how you traditionally spell wrecked, sure.
I would
kind of funnier that way.
That's too much Borderlands Bandit communication in my head. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't. Hiram and Slapdash are going to be of different minds on this. Slapdash is going to take it and be like, good, totally fine. Hiram is going to point out, I don't know, it kind of sounds like our ship's got a boner.
No, that ship's erect. That's different.
Not quite the same.
It's not quite the same.
What the plank is for.
That's what the plank is for, right?
It doesn't help that we've decided that lunch is harpoons.
Yeah, right.
The only bit of input that Slapdash had about the Outrider was a full-throated agreement that the catapult track was just a very enthusiastic agreement on the whole catapult track equals bad.
Sure.
Just wooden ships getting more sexual by the second, man.
Right. So it was his exact quote was something to the effect of, "If we attempt to use a catapult track, you'll learn if a robot can scream."
Wow.
Well.
Wow.
Sure.
Wow. Wow. All right. All right.
That Wally scene, female scene with Wally where he goes.
Or R2D2 screaming over here.
Right.
So you've got this Outrider.
So I have found that the best way to sit in the chair is to scoot as far forward as possible with the footrest out, because then it forces me to lean back a little bit, but I'm still close enough to do the things.
Nice.
Now, getting in and out of the chair quickly will take effort, because I'll have to scoot and move and stuff. So again, I guess I'm here forever.
Oh no.
Oh darn. Yeah, so Outrider. So our plank.
Outrider.
So yeah, we are shipwrecked with the plank, flotsam, jetsam, and driftwood. I am loving the theme of everything. We have the supplies to repair half the ship if things go bad. We have food and such for a month. So Lasahana will be directing the whoever, if it's members of our crew or what, just be like, oh yes, bring that over here, attach that this way, yay, great. Oh, yep, Nova found her cardboard. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but she is scratching her claws. She's having oh,
So
and with
you're
eclipse.
working
Okay.
with Vinny to make stuff to keep him busy?
I got Vinny helping me cook everybody dinner, so that
bet.
while we're setting up slow cooker things for the solar oven stuff, his hands are too busy for him to like freak out too bad.
She'll call a officers meeting, and so not Hiram, but Slapdash and Esmea and Mycelia, and get you guys up to caught up to date with the things, including like, yep, if we find, they need us to find this Tempest person in order to potentially then trade the hardtack and have it be worth an extra amount. Also, here's the, Mycelia, here's the salt and stuff, and apparently no one here knows how to use these, and I hand you the star anise.
Excellent.
Word I really need to make sure I never mispronounce. And then we'll go, so here's the description and everything of the Tempest, and she'll say the stuff.
Never change, Robin.
Oh God, no, what? Robin, I hope that you're proud that my response is not, oh, what did they say? And more like, oh no, what did they say?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Meanwhile, we got this outrider.
So you got this outrider.
So she will give the information on the Tempest, and so if we can go out and find this person, we can really
Where did you have this conversation?
On the ship.
In the galley where Mycelia is cooking?
No.
Okay, just checking.
In my office.
Okay, you bet. Yeah. The
I've,
captain's
I've
quarters,
recruited...
right? The quarters for the captain. The quarters especially for the captain.
Yeah. Poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Yep.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so she'll open up said dialogue, and I think it was
2025 was a good year.
Liz or Mike last time that was like, wait, hold on. But she will provide you the information of what we have on our Tempest that we should go find.
So
what's his name?
Tempest, no relation to the other Vin that we've met recently, who's got some emotional.
Was she given the name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one hiding in a barrel below decks.
Very possibly.
I mean, not anymore. Now he's cooking.
Right?
We're all cooking now.
Wasn't he also tending our burb friend?
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes, he's emotionally attached to the monkey bird, or maybe it's just somebody's in danger and then makes a good bedside manner. Who knows?
Makes a good bedside manner.
But
or wasn't there a theory last time that a Tempest powerful enough might have been conjuring or causing that cloud to come into being in the first place? Is there a possibility he might be feeling some guilt if he was the one?
Remember if that was stated or not? DM, is that a correct?
So the ice snap you ran into is absolutely the kind of thing that a Tempest could conjure.
Okay.
But no guarantees that it was Vin.
But if it was, then Vin just existing as himself has set us up multiple times for a pretty penny. So maybe he should get a cut. So now, to be fair, he then also inadvertently killed all those people, so maybe not.
If he's responsible, and we don't know that,
which we don't know yet. But she
will
just. So, Mycelia, do you know if maybe you could convince him that he's not in trouble, and actually they are needing him very badly. They're not, to my understanding, right? They weren't asking for him back because he was in trouble, but because they need a Tempest, and he is very good.
And he's a little flighty, yeah.
Now, I think at this point, Slapdash is going to kind of pop up. Of my understanding of tempests was that they were primarily electricity based. This particular storm incident was heavily frosty. Are we sure he was directly involved?
Oh, I have no understanding if he's involved or not.
Right.
But
So
he's involved at the gray market, and he was from there, and they are wanting him back.
Slapdash is not incorrect. Tempests, for the most part, are voltaic people, which is part of how come making. It's part of how come there are cold snaps, but not. How do I put this? Orphaned electrical storms, which is say tempests don't fail to create lightning the way they want to make it. But every now and again, a tempest. That doesn't mean that a voltaic never uses lightning to hurt someone.
Succeed.
Right. Year round, tempests are conscripted, paid, get drunk enough to think they can do something they wouldn't think they could do when they were sober. Whatever, any mix of options. I can make the sun come out, maybe. I can make it cooler today, maybe. Like,
Okay.
I can blow that thing apart with lightning. You bet. like absolutely.
Okay.
Tempests are one part storm creator, one part Electro from Spider-Man, and that's reliably that's it. But every now and again, wouldn't it be great if I could just make the weather sucks? I'm on a ship, the weather sucks, we can't see.
Do
we're
you
gonna
know
crash.
how wild that is, though? That the element that they are the most apt at controlling and manipulating is one of the
most dangerous and unstable lethal forces in nature.
And least predictable and containable and controllable aspects of the weather.
Yeah, I run into people all the time.
It feels like maybe the Tempests as a whole did the whole we're not going to be good at a variety of things. We're going to be really good at one thing.
Right. Yeah. Why be a master? Why be a jack of all trades? You need to be a master of one. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Typically, tempests are basically like a physical bodily host for. They're essentially like they have like you were saying with Electro. There's electricity running through their body at all times. There's the picture even in the book is someone with just this giant like battery thing just lodged in their chest like they got hit with a mortar round.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Vin does not strike you as a particularly impressive voltaic in that is usually something you can physically see. Whether it's because their eyes crackle with lightning or because they're partially disembodied like an amberborn. They're not always physically apparent, but most of the time.
Question.
Yes.
Are we having this conversation in front of Esme? I don't remember.
Yes. Esme, Slapdash, Mycelia, we are all
right. I was under the impression that you were all having that together.
I wasn't sure if she counted as an officer.
The only person I was under the impression of that can't hear that is Vin because he's
you are
a trusted member of the crew.
No, it's not with the whole crew. I'm not talking the whole crew. I'm talking officers. So it's the munitions, basically. You are protection detail. Weapons.
The safety officer should not be left out of this conversation.
There we go. You're the safety officer aboard ship. Congratulations.
It's a PCs only conversation.
Yep.
In my notes, I have comms, gunner, corsair.
Yep.
So,
there's a papa.
Hi, baby.
Papa. There's a good baby.
Hi, audience.
And Tempest. Esmea, are you a Tempest?
So this is what I was asking because, would she have any additional insight from this being?
Wow, Naomi's head is gone. Right? It is just her body.
You would know that the cold snap, because of the time of year it is, there is a small but consistent possibility for the next couple of weeks that a cold snap could just happen, literally a cold snap of weather. In a month, that would be hard to assign to the weather. Right now, odd, but still possible. But yes, tempests constantly, because they're brave or they're desperate or they're drunk, try and create weather that they really shouldn't try and create. As of yet, there are no records of tempests who can reliably make weather that is not lightning. Not that they never can, and not that it never works out, just not reliably.
I think she has been kind of standing, hands tucked behind her back, just listening for a while. But then it occurs to her, oh yes, that's right. None of these people remember. They don't know things they would know. I should cue them in respectfully if possible.
Sure.
And she just goes, as a tempest myself, I don't think this is caused. I don't think this was them. And she, kind of summarizes the cold snap information. Says, I think
also, Hannah just does that nod of like, oh shit, okay, good to know.
This doesn't mean that Vin or another tempest couldn't have caused that cold snap, but it means that they did it. They were either very drunk or they did something they shouldn't have done. It was a mistake.
I think she phrases it as if it was caused by a tempest, they would have had to have gotten very lucky.
Right.
I was unaware that you had alternative functionality. Congratulations.
Hey, buddies.
Let me just.
Esmea, do you have a tempest visual cue? Is your hair made out of lightning or anything like that?
Well, look, you don't want to advertise those things. It's a secret. No. I think genuinely that she does, but not all the time. I think that she's very good at disguising it.
Oh, cool. I have another play group that I am not a part of. I just hear about that's running Wildsea. And one of the players there is a tempest, and their giveaway is that when they get loud or excited, they thunderclap. Which unfortunately means that they cannot actually yell anything because it just comes out a thunderclap. So whatever it is they were trying to say is literally lost to the storm, which frustrates the crap out of them. I bet. It means I can't afford to get loud on the ship because the thunderclap isn't just sound in itself. Thunder and lightning come as a set. Right.
Yeah.
Thunderclap is from the lightning, absolutely.
Right. And I can't be blowing a hole in the side of my ship.
Yeah, no, I think there is something when she lets go of her emotional control, but or if she accidentally turns up too much power. But one of the reasons that she's able to work as a civilian is that she's not sitting around sparking. Yeah, which not everybody is that lucky.
I don't know that we want someone actively sparking on our ship.
That's what I'm saying. She's able to go and travel and work as a sailor and do these things because she's not sitting there looking like a hazard.
Sure.
Right.
The lucky few that doesn't have to do that.
Yeah. So I think Mycelia is gonna look a little embarrassed.
If you want to,
talking about,
she does have her eel who is constantly sparking, but that's a pet. You could pass
it's
that
not
off
the same. Right.
as not her.
Table question: is that from you being a tempest or a different aspect of you?
It is, yeah.
That's cool.
But if you don't know that it's a tempest thing, it just looks like
it's a pet.
Looks like an animal.
Right.
That just
you're
happens
having
to
this
glow
conversation.
sometimes.
Where's the goal with this? Figure out what to do next.
I think we're going to
figure out how to have the conversation with Vinny.
Yeah, I think we're going to have Mycelia try to talk to him.
But if he does,
speaking of Vin, from downstairs, you'll hear a "fuck" by the builder, and there'll be a small explosion.
Oh well.
And I'll see you in 15 minutes.
Yep. Speaking of things you don't want on your ship, explosions being one of them. Well, Eclipse just got comfortable, so he and I are going to hang out here for the next 15 minutes. I can't turn the camera down because it never wants to show him, but he is stretched out in front of me with his head on my hand that's on my mouse. So, him's a comfy boy.
I'm going to go figure out why Naomi is fussing so bad.
Oh, well, because you stopped holding her, obviously.
Right.
All right. See y'all in a bit.
Baby. Okay. Well, I'd say our surprise was a success.
Mhm. Mhm.
Do, 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 do.
Do. Mhm. Glad you like it.
Yeah.
Do do.
Do, do, do. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to stand up. Eclipse is still in the exact same spot.
Mhm.
Are you comfy, buddy? You a comfy boy? Oh boy, there's the belly. Belly scritches. Listen, something I am genuinely grateful for is that all of my personal kitties have absolutely loved um having their belly pet. Morgan was tolerant, but like if she was asleep and I started petting her belly, she was fine with it. Zippy would start purring. If I woke him, like I would just put my face in his belly to wake him up and he would wake up purring. Eclipse loves his belly rubbed. Nova is getting more and more comfortable with me. Like it used to be like, oh, it's fine if you pet it for a little bit and then I'll just roll over. Then it was, oh yeah, pet it all you want, but like don't put your face on it. And now I can just go over and into the fluff and she is no cares. It's incredible. Listen, if you have a cat that lets you just inhale the belly fur, do it. Very good for you. Hi, buddy. Oh, we got good scratches. Oh, just good chin scratches. And if I put the camera on you, Zoom won't see it. Oh, I can. We will.
Hi, baby.
Chin scratches. Chin scratches. No.
Tomorrow's chilly day. I'm excited. Hi, baby.
Mwah. 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 All right, now have fun. You're like, Mom.
This whole efficient use of time thing has given me enough free time that I don't know what to do with it all.
Uh-oh. That sounds dangerous.
more
So what you're
hot-
saying is we
Dumb
should fuck around more.
right?
Oh, I didn't mean on the call. I meant
Oh.
like tomorrow I'm gonna do dishes,
Sorry.
make dinner, and do my workout routine all at the same time. Like, what?
How they're confused.
I'm assuming the answer is multitasking. My first thought was that somehow the task you're going to do is going to accomplish all of those at the same time.
He's gonna jog his way to victory.
That
yeah,
would be
literally,
pretty
I was
neat,
like,
but
you're
no.
gonna be cooking your meal on top of your dishwasher while you jog.
So here's
like,
the plan. Tomorrow, I need to. Most of the food will happen in the slow cooker, but I need to brown the onions and meat first. So those will go in the pan. While they're browning, I'll go do my horizontals. That takes like 4 minutes tops.
Yep.
And when they're done, they'll go in the slow cooker. While the slow cooker is cooking, I'll do the dishes, including the pan I just used to brown the food. Done.
Yeah, efficient time management and multitasking. But I don't know why my brain was like, how are you going to literally do all of those things at the exact same time with one action?
Every push-up turns a crank that rotates the meat.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like
don't
like-
try to don't try to figure out how to do them all at the same time, please, dear God. I see your brain moving and I need it to stop.
Oh, it's too late. That bus has left the depot. It's too late.
The brain is braining.
Yeah, I'd have to build a very
Belly soup.
complicated series
Nova's
of
over here
bullshit.
laying on
Like, in
her
order
back
for that
with
to
her
happen.
belly. Nova, this is Nova right now with her belly exposed. Just hello.
Hmm.
Oh, hello, Holman.
Wow.
Oh, hi.
The horizontals involve me laying on the floor and then pulling very hard, flipping over, and then pushing very hard. So I don't know how I'm gonna work that into kitchen bullshittery. I'm not sure what's gonna happen next time. Like,
So one of the things that is wildly and it's both the railing outside my apartment and my kitchen counter are the right height they're not the exact same height, but they are both a good height for if I wanted to do any bar work for dance.
sweet.
So I have had times where I am like
Excuse me.
making pasta or
No
something.
excuses.
Doing something where I don't really want to just leave the kitchen, but it doesn't require active every moment. And I'll just like stretch, or I'll do like push-ups using the counter, or I will do like very basic plie or tendu combinations or just something. Just because I need to be there and I can do it and it works. So like the multitasking with exercise while cooking, I'm familiar with that. That's fine. But it was just very funny of like my brain being like, no, somehow you're going to literally accomplish this all in one, not even like one movement so much as one task was somehow going to complete all three of those.
Speaking of, Mike, how's that going? You wanted me to send you recipes in the morning and stuff, and I never asked you how that's going. How's that going?
I thought, how's that going, Mike, of you managing to do your dishes, cooking, and exercising all
That
at
too.
once?
I mean, the recipes you're sending in the morning seem a lot more like dinners than breakfasts.
Oh, I didn't realize you wanted breakfast foods.
No,
I can do that.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean it in that way because most of the time, when you are sending me recipes, A, I have already eaten, and B, I do not have time to cook food. So
what I meant was you had asked me how to do the thing, the whole getting in shape thing. I didn't know if you had taken steps to do that.
I am actively attempting to repair a lot of my dietary shortcuts that were probably leading to a lot of the like cholesterol issues. In terms of the weight loss stuff,
oh, that's easy. You just get in there with a spoon and scoop the cholesterol. That's fine.
ew.
there's Heather going, we need to talk about not safe for Heather.
No, that's not a not that hilariously. There's a lot of like medical stuff that isn't a not safe for Heather because of professions of people in my life. But I was with you as you were like, yeah, you just need to get in there with a spoon. I was like, yeah, to eat whatever the food is. And then you said to
Scoop out the cholesterol
out,
yeah,
and that was not where I was expecting said sentence to go. So I was just trying to not even process, trying to figure out if I wanted to process that sentence. So
yeah, that's that sentence did not begin where it ended.
No, it did not.
That's me.
That sure is you.
Mike, what I'm asking here is the stuff in the morning helpful or stressful or both? If it's I can live with both.
It's not stressful. It's more of a I will have to adapt this recipe for things that
I sent you something with lima beans in it and you specifically told me no lima beans, because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that.
No, it's more along the lines of when I cook full meals, it is typically stuff that is made with both my and Liz's dietary needs in mind.
Oh, so fuck knuckles. Liz, you'll have to send me your dietary needs, so I'll adjust what I send. Oh God, you say. I promise I will send you no recipes that contain divinity. I promise.
So the problem is...
Well, that just means that your recipes aren't good enough, because good food really does feel close to God, so...
No, I mean that
Liz has IBS, which means I have really complicated diet stuff going on.
And that's okay.
So I can send you a thing, but...
Yeah, please.
Shortcut would be no garlic or onion.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just fair warning on that.
Sure.
But we do have things like sensitive recipe spaghetti sauce that we found that exclude those things.
Sure.
That's really cool.
That is pretty neat. Yeah, I didn't realize that at the time, or I would have asked.
Yeah,
send me a list and I will fix it. Because you are not the only person that I'm making it. You are one of 3 people I send a recipe to every morning. I will adjust.
I'm honestly like at this point with the number of recipes you sent me, I'm starting to realize that our group collectively should just start our own cookbook. like put together like get a Google Doc going and just list all the recipes that we've been sent or want to send to each other for like simple meals, and just post that and just like, hey, this is our collective family recipes.
Aww.
Incredible.
That's not a bad idea. The burritos are really good. And they don't contain garlic or onion. Actually, that's not true. They have garlic and onion powder in them. I don't know if that's a problem.
It's still a problem.
If that's a problem, you could remove those things. I would probably add a spice you do like and that you can handle instead, because the onion and the garlic do not, I wouldn't go too far as to say considerable lifting, but their loss would be felt if it were me.
Now, I will say we have also discovered that while garlic and garlic powder are bad, garlic infused olive oil is not.
There is no oil in the burritos, though.
Okay.
You could add some.
Depending on what we saute, like some of the ingredients in, like that sort of thing. If there's any meat in them.
There is.
Okay.
So I use a quick of cooking spray for that. Because it's a great way to end up with less oil in your food. But it's not a big deal. Yeah, you can use garlic oil instead, put a little in the pan. They have almost no fat in them to begin with because they use 93 beef in it. 93 beef doesn't taste very good. So you fix that problem
by spicing it.
By spicing it and getting the Maillard reaction and adding gelatin. I know that sounds wild, but gelatin doesn't taste like nothing. And its whole job is to retain moisture. So you put broth in. Yes.
What kind of meat are you using?
Beef.
Switch to turkey.
Sure. which tastes
turkey
fine.
is what I use for burritos for a lot of those exact reasons. It tastes better. It's water instead of oil, and doesn't get that weird dehydrated nonsense.
Right,
The
right.
only,
So,
the only
like,
reason why I actually changed back to ground beef from ground turkey is because all of a sudden then my iron was low, and apparently
it's funny
that
you
was
bring
one
that
of
up.
the things I was eating
The
that was
chili
giving
I'm
me the
making
most
tomorrow. Right. It's funny you bring that
iron.
up. The chili I'm making tomorrow has turkey in it.
So I did just add a new channel in the bug server.
Nice.
It's a long enough name. You have to click on it to read the whole thing, but
yeah. So I put 93 beef in the pan. Let that. I push down real hard because you need that Maillard reaction, and you're not going to get it if you just leave the beef there. You need to like press. While that's happening. Go ahead.
Well, we transitioned from, so you have this outrider too. We are now a cooking show.
Sure.
Yeah, we are back in our streaming. We should probably play the game.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll send you those later.
Anyone that's tuning into this should know that we are a rambling mess.
What a fun, joyful.
We are
mess.
on a ride right now.
I would recommend. Okay, so Google might not be a good choice depending on the AI nonsense that happens, but I would recommend like a collaborative document of some kind, because Discord, we can't put notes on each other's messages very clearly. It's harder to scroll up if you get a long history. It's harder to find things.
I was just thinking there's enough people in that Discord group though that do actually share recipes that we should have a place for actual good recipes.
Yeah.
Not just
not just the batshit ones.
Mike, what was it? You go over to in Google, you go over to web.
Yeah.
And then it filters out the AI.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, that's for searching, not for typing.
Correct. That's true.
That's what I mean.
So
anyway.
Vin is downstairs with an explosion.
Yep, there sure was. There sure was.
Mycelia's like, I knew I shouldn't have left him unattended. Hustles down after him.
Lasahana just turns to Esme and goes, if he did put a hole in my ship, we are taking him back because he will need that payment.
She nods in a very like, got it, chief kind of way.
You bet. Mycelia, you head downstairs to find that Vin is holding a jar of pick a spice. Something. He looks very embarrassed and like downright sorrowful when you see him. Food. What's the you were having him help you cook? What spices were involved in the thing you were cooking?
Cinnamon, and she was about to start adding some of that star anise to it.
Great. There's a whole bunch of cinnamon all over the floor, and the jar he had it in is in pieces all over the floor. He's got cinnamon dust all over his hand and char marks. And he looks at you and goes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he looks like he's gonna cry. And he goes, I sneezed and I tried to control it, and I'm so sorry. And he'll like flee the room as fast as he can.
Wait. Hang on. Hold steady. Hang on.
You touch him, you get just like the worst static shock.
Ow.
Like the kind where you can see it for a second.
Right.
Hold on a moment. I might be helpful here.
Because he'll fry your circuit board? I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You're not in trouble, Vince. We gotta clean you up. You're gonna be sneezing and coughing, and you're gonna have it in your eyes if you don't hold still. So it's just I was trying to help clean him off. It's not the first time I've broken a jar. That's why I don't keep it all in one jar. You're good.
he takes considerable solace in that's not all the cinnamon. He feels much better.
Right. Never keep all your spices in one jar, honey. It's just as well get the damn frog and start just wiping him down.
Right.
I think Lasahana is just like leaning on the door frame and looking at him and kind of smirking because that's all that happened, and goes, well, it's a good thing we're in port. Get more.
As you rub the cinnamon, like the cake cinnamon off him, he'll and while that happens, you'll watch lightning like arc out of his fingertips, and he'll close his hands, and you watch him shoot lightning into his own hands. Go, ow! Why aren't I immune? See, I should be immune. Ow!
See, this is actually what we needed to talk to you about, Vinny. That staticky kind of thing you got going on there right now. Yeah,
Mr. Tempest, grab my tubes.
Even Mycelia's like, wait, what?
I'll provide a grounding force.
I bet you are.
That's why.
That's what
Okay.
the kids are calling it these days, grounding force. Nice.
Mycelia's mushroom cap head goes on a tilt for a second, like a dog, and hears a high-pitched noise, like
grab my tubes.
grab my tubes.
Don't worry, it's in the clips chat. It's fine.
Of course it is.
Why would it not be?
Why would it not be?
Right.
I'm a robot. I have no understanding of euphemisms.
We
Did I
should
say
download
that?
that
Whoa,
understanding
whoa,
into you. That
hold
would
on.
make it even more funny.
Right. There is nothing that says a robot can't horn. Not a thing. Like
Anyway,
anyway.
you may notice my central core is made of unusual substances. I can retain enormous amounts of electricity without suffering harm.
Well, so on the one hand, that's very fascinating. So on the other hand, please don't call me Mr. Tempest. I hate that I was born like this.
Zappy guy.
Not exactly what I meant, but I like it better than the other thing. Underdefined and over-delivered, sure.
Hey, Finny, when you get cleaned up, I have an opportunity I want to talk to you about.
Does it involve going back to the market?
There are some options.
He'll as he walks to the bathroom to clean himself up, he'll look considerably shorter. Like he'll be in there for a long enough time that it's kind of concerning, or it would be if you couldn't hear the crying, so you know what's happening. Vin will come back out of the bathroom as put together as he can be, and he's put what looks like big, heavy. I'm gonna call them gloves, but really he's taken a bunch of your extra like rags and stuff and laced them around his arms like giant mitts. And he goes, "Sure, what do you want to talk about?"
While he's in there,
Uh-huh.
hey, Slapdash, because you are current engineer-esque personnel, right? And you, as you said, have grounding things.
Right, tubular.
Is there some way, while I am talking to Vinny, that you can perchance create something that would be helpful for him with this particular affliction that he views it as such? So, like, mitts, or a grounding cube, or just something that is a helpful thing for him moving forward. Because you're like, yeah, grab my tubes. Okay, great. Well, you're not going to be around him all the time. So if there's something that you can whip up.
Perhaps you could rip out some of your spare tubing and hand it to him.
That was my intention, actually.
If you have spare tubing that is not already a part of you, that might also work. So that you don't have to rip yourself apart to give of yourself, sir.
Backup tubes.
Backup tubes.
You gotta have
Can you give him some of your backup tubes?
Processing. Contemplating.
Contemplating.
Spare garden hose in the storage bay. One moment, please. Wait, before I go, I need to scan your hands.
Yep.
Guy.
So as he comes out, she's
He'll
just
look
gonna
at
ask
you
him
like,
to check in with
what?
Slapdash first, and then her.
To ensure proper fitting.
He'll look down at the mitts he's made and go, kind of motion at him like I've covered that already, but
Thank you. Analyzing.
Maybe.
Analyzing. Complete.
Does this mean that you now have a mental scan of his hands?
Correct. I will now create a series of custom fit rubber gloves.
Yeah. Cool. So basically she would like to have a conversation with our good Vinny boy.
Vin will run towards you and hug you without consent and start to cry.
Which
and go, you people are so nice.
There are multiple of us. Me?
You. Yes.
Okay.
And he'll start to cry and go, you people are so nice to me, and just like ugly cry and blubber into your shoulder.
I think she will very awkwardly like pat his shoulder like, yeah, no. And not even in the sense of like the hug is awkward, just more like in her brain, this is basic decency. If you have the resources and someone has a problem, and it
You
is
fix it.
not
Right.
even an inconvenience to you, you fix it.
Right. Yeah, I would argue that if it's not even an inconvenience and you don't fix it, that you fail as a human.
Yeah, we got a problem there.
And Mycelia's looking at him kind of concerned, like, is this like how the world is in general, or is this poor guy just really sensitive?
Maybe he's really sensitive.
How his
maybe...
world is
right,
what it
yeah,
seems like.
So
yeah, so
he'll realize that he touched you without your consent, and he'll peel off and immediately spiral back to "I'm so sorry" mode.
Don't even. Come on. It's okay. Come on. So she'll take him to the office and get him to have a seat, and pull out a very so everyone that does enjoy drinking a wine type in my life has a cheap type that they enjoy.
Okay.
That even though it's cheap and other people might therefore dislike the taste or whatever, to them it is not an issue. She's gonna pull out her version of that. So it's not here's the big fancy thing, but it's just here's a little drink, and it's gonna be a small little glass for her, for him, hands it over, and basically wants to offer a business proposition.
Cool.
Of your role in the market was explained to be very valuable, very needed, wanted, appreciated, etc. Which means that your services are already deemed valuable. If we are able to take you back and you are willing and all of that, one of the things that we found on the secondary ship will be able to be traded for, and to my understanding would be found very profitable by the gray market. But your work as a tempest is a key piece of that thing. The gray market stands to profit. My ship stands to profit. And whether it is this way in your mind, you also stand to profit. But if you are genuinely unhappy there, I'm not going to force you back there. Though I do caution you not to blow a hole in my ship, or you will be.
Oh, my lightning bolts aren't powerful enough to wreck ships. Not even when the sneezes are really bad.
Do you have allergies?
Yes, I'm allergic to trees.
Oh no.
She's gonna just poke her head out of the window or out the door and go, Mycelia, come here real quick. I got a question for you. And we're just gonna have a quick conversation of possible bullshit Wildsea things that maybe Mycelia can whip up in terms of allergy meds.
I had a solution. I had a gas mask on the ship I was on, but I think somebody hit it on me as a prank, and we all paid for it.
Well, I found it.
You did? Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, let's return that then, because that seems to be actively beneficial for you.
He'll immediately wrap that on his face.
Yeah, beautiful.
And you can see the light shine in his eyes brighter, because now now he won't blow anybody up, right? It's a weak smile, but there is one. You get a smile for the first time you brought him on the ship.
So
if you like, I can create you a filtered mask that might be a little bit less bulky around your head. Might not be 100% as effective, but it'd make it easier to, get around.
Sure. Yeah, if you think that'll work.
I can give it a try. There's some herbs and things I can layer in there. Some charcoal. Let me go see what I have. I have a couple of them put together spare for when we have spore storms. She dashes off real quick, and she's back in like 30 seconds because she has a convenient
right. It was if it's all the same to you, and he'll turn to Lasahana. He goes, if it's all the same to you, while Gray is nice to me, and the gray market on the whole is good for me, good to me, Gray is nice. Gray is civil, and she's the best in most people. Perhaps to their detriment. Like they're one of those people that only sees the good in people. You know what I mean? And every now and again, Gray brings somebody on the staff that, when Gray is not looking, is a jerk. And you are the nicest people I've ever met. Can I just? The ship looks big enough. Can I just stay here?
So
I promise to work for my share.
The other half I wanted to talk to you about is if you did not want to return, I would ask that you return with us, or actually she might even just ask for some of the hardtack and go ahead and have him look at it. This is what they are interested in and need your assistance with. If you want to come aboard here, I don't remember, DM, if this is, or GM, if this is, the hardtack was going to be extra special to the people because of long-lasting food, or what was it?
Right, because it looked like it had gone bad, and then frost or something struck it, and it sort of
what did they
need
him for as the Tempest?
They think as a Tempest that he can identify and perhaps even replicate what happened.
Okay.
They think that with the right
offer Tempest, that of you would need to accomplish that first. We would do our trade. And then you choose if you want to go with them or come with us. But I would not offer you a contract until that is completed.
So you tell him what happened, right? He goes, and he'll get a little fidgety. He goes, good news and bad news. Good news is I know what happened. What happens every time a cold snap comes out of me. Bad news, I am the only Tempest I know who does that. I am not the only Tempest I know who occasionally sneezes out a cold snap. Which means that we can tell them what happened, but they can't leverage it without me, and I don't want to stay.
Okay.
However, that has been because you've been really nice to me. I don't want to leave you at a disadvantage, and I understand that me staying with you means they can't leverage it. They can't leverage it means that you get loss on part of your trade, and I wouldn't do that to you. So I will
leverage it before we leave. Can you do some of it for them?
Yes, but then I would presumably leave with you, right? So you're still, that's a short-term solution at best.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Mycelia pops in.
We could trade what we already have as well, as her thought, like trade what we have, make more. It might not be the same amount of trade that they were willing to do, but it'd be some, and then he could come with us. But yeah, what's your idea?
It might not be 100% fix, but what if we knew another Tempest that we could recruit, and he could be back on the market for a little while and help them figure out some of the special qualities of this hardtack.
Do you know another Tempest who isn't a player character?
I did write a couple into her backstory.
Oh, nice.
When I sent all that stuff. There's two
I literally thought you were being like, yes, we're going to leave Esme here.
Right. I was like, wait, what? I totally forgot. Yes, other Tempests in the backstory.
Yeah, I had created in the backstory. There's I think she knows two other Tempests. One would be really hard. So Mycelia's gonna look at Lasahana and be like, one would be really hard to recruit because I think they are quite happy where they're at. The other one, would be really easy to recruit. I'm
Why is
gonna
the rum
hate
always
going
gone?
there. Huh? Right? It's like, so
Where
like
is
that
there?
one. It's a place called Three Anchors. It's kind of like the gray market, but really bad. So
Which also
I have
means I'm
not
assuming
had.
they would not want to stay there.
They definitely won't. Really the hardest part of getting that one is going to be us not getting killed by other people who live there. Just because they are kind of marauders, scavenger people.
Do I know of the Three Anchors?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a relatively infamous place.
Okay.
It's where I got these, and she points to her extra arms. Not a gift. So most of what happened to me in Three Anchors I know from my journals because I didn't survive. But I ended up in those situations because I was kind of by myself. And out with I didn't have a crew to help me out.
She's
so
gonna call Ismaya back into the office and Slapdash would like to just show up so we have officers meeting part 2 plus Vinny. And basically
Slapdash is going to hear your comment about where you got the extra arms, be like, I wasn't aware those didn't come with the package.
Well, they have in the subsequent lives. I've been reborn. They don't go away when I regenerate, but I didn't always have them.
Were you afflicted with a mutagenic compound of some kind?
Oh, yes.
So basically, gonna offer up to the crew, we either take Vinny back, he chooses to do the thing short term, comes with us, or he chooses to stay, whichever. We don't take him back at all and we just leave and we keep him with us. Which she does not particularly feel inclined to do because we have a thing, we are one ship, we would benefit from pieces of it. Again, actually wanting to, if you have the resources, especially in this type of place, they matter and there's value and we can trade for it. And or we can leave because they're expecting us to leave and go and search for Vinny, go to the Three Anchors, attempt to get your friend or your contact or however you want to categorize them, and then return and offer up a different Tempest to live at the gray market, provide the thing, trade for the hardtack, or trade the hardtack for other stuff, and then go about our adventures again. Personally, Lasana is just going to offer those options. I, as Heather, like the idea of going to the Three Anchors and seeing what fuckery is happening over there. But Ismaya would probably be doing some active heavy lifting either beforehand or while we're there in terms of keeping us safe and making sure we are equipped the way we need to, etc. Mycelia has bad memories there. Slapdash and Mycelia have a history of dying, being torn apart, and then coming back. So up to y'all if you want to risk that again. But any thoughts?
I think Mycelia's first thought would be if Vinny was okay with it, if he stayed and we did the transaction in good faith with the gray market, got our reward, used that to build ourselves up with gear, then went to go get our business handled at Three Anchors. We could then return to deliver more salvage, and Vinny could then negotiate to swap places with my friend. In good faith, maybe,
Is this you? Hold on. So is this you saying Vinny does the thing and stays while we then go to the Three Anchors?
It would be safer.
He'd be staying short term, and then we would come back for him, kind of thing.
That would be my
Okay.
thought. It would be
Okay.
the most above board, and we wouldn't be putting this against a little nervous. I don't know if you'd do well in 3 anchors.
Very fair.
Yeah. And I could get my friend Reverb out of there.
Yeah. And then if for some reason we are unsuccessful, well, we are unsuccessful without then also costing Vinny his life and the Greyhaven a tempest.
Mm.
I like that idea.
So the plan is to sail forth from here to 3 anchors?
So the plan is to, if Vinny is okay with this, leave him here short term, complete that trade. Like, here's your tempest. Here he is.
Sure.
We are gonna go attempt salvage and finding a potential replacement who is in a different bad situation. And then we'll do a swapsies if we're able to bring them back.
You bet.
If that is, if Mike or Nikki have any thoughts on said plan.
I think so.
Right.
Also, at the footrest, I'm able to like alternate which of my feet is sitting up and in a position, which I can't do with any other chair at all.
That's
So,
awesome. I'm happy for you. While you're having this conversation,
to sit weird. Ha ha ha.
Yay! Weird sitting is
Yay.
good. Everybody likes weird sitting. Weird sitting is the best sitting.
If you don't like weird sitting, you're probably neurotypical.
Right?
And there is nothing typical about my neurons.
So, Nikki, you had something?
You have a thought?
Or
Yeah, so Esme is less than thrilled at the idea that these people are assuming that Tempest just all have the same powers, and it's probably fine, but this will be interesting. I think she's
it's not going to be an even trade because I don't think I think Mycelia would point out like that her friend doesn't have that frost freezing capability.
Yeah.
So it would be probably leaving things at a slight loss, but it would let him be on the gray market with that special ability long enough for them to maybe do something with it. And she's primarily seeing an opportunity to negotiate a friend out of a bad situation, and she's
right.
And they have other uses, and I'm assuming job things for the Tempest role, because he was the Tempest there already. He was already doing things there. But because the other thought that I had pitched was having him stay short term and do the thing, and then we'd take him. And this just gives a longer medium term of him doing that, but then still replacing his role, I guess, might be a way of saying it.
While you're having this conversation, you'll hear a Cloigernach start outside.
A what sound?
What?
Cloigernach. It's an Irish word that means rain on a rooftop.
Oh yeah.
I realize that you are in a ship, so rooftop is a little loose here. But it's the first red rain of the season. Sorry. Yes, I meant that. Red rain of the season. In the spring, red rain comes because it removes, as the trees settle down for the winter, a lot of the tannins that are in them come out. One of the sort of genetic nature fuckeries that comes with the great verdancy is that many tannins in trees just sort of, they sweat tannins. Float up into the air, and then in the one of the first big rains of spring, it rains big red and black drops all over the place, and the trees re-tannin.
Okay, so it's not that the tannins are what's raining down on us; it's what's being replaced.
Right? Yeah. So that it's the same as any other rain. Get it on you; it won't hurt you. It does. It is a little sticky, and it smells a little bit, but not as sticky as tree sap.
That's good.
And not as I don't know. I don't know how to describe tannins if you've never dunked your hand in them before.
Is there a way that our ship, perchance, has effectively a umbrella that can just pop up and keep the worst of it off the deck for such times as this if it's a yearly occurrence?
It does happen a couple times a year. Yeah.
Can that be a thing that our ship perchance has?
I don't see why not. Are you opposed to getting tannins on your deck?
I'm opposed for the deck being slippery.
You and everybody else.
Because tannins sound like they're not like even enough rain is very slippery. And what you're describing has more lasting power and probably less friction. So
or it's sticky and everything's gonna be like scritch.
Right. Your jeans are gonna be all squidgy. You bet. Don't want that. Nobody wants squidgy jeans.
Would you like for me to enter swabbing mode?
I hope we have a deckhand for that.
You just see Slapdash will wander out of his room and appearing to be hovering on what appeared to be two heavily beaten up and wildly modified Roombas.
Oh boy.
Boy, did that sentence
I need
not
to know,
end where
is
it
one of them
began.
sweeping and the other mopping? Like you always go left foot first, and it sweeps it up, and then the right foot behind is mopping.
He's like a street sweeper with a speaker.
God!
Street speaker, if you will.
Oh shit!
A deck duster, right?
Oh my God! Incredible.
Murray, the deckhand, looks at you like, "Hey, that guy's stealing my thunder."
Would you like one of my Roombas?
No, Murray takes it as a personal challenge that he can outwork you, and you cheat because you have machinery.
Oh,
he's the John Henry on your ship. Right, but you don't have to use Roombas to do this. He's not judging you as a life form, simply saying that you're using automated tools when part of the, he gets something out of doing it the hard way.
Incredible.
Well, if he's doing if he's doing the floor buffer thing, then Murray just has to go up behind him and get the grooves, right?
Right.
Cleaning, right? He's just keeping the surface debris, Murray's behind him getting every nook and crevice that the things are just not getting
right.
into.
Murray actively dislikes you on a low level because from his point of view, you're part of the team. You're a captain, right? And you steal his thunder. Like, it's not enough for you to be a part of the crew.
Slapdash is a what?
Huh? Wasn't he a captain? No, isn't he part of the player
captain
character?
Or officer?
The officer.
Thank you.
Wrong term.
I love that Heather started out like, you're making Lasahana the captain, and now she's
all of a sudden real cranky about it. Right. Yeah.
You're taking my thunder.
Super possessful.
Lasahana is cranky about being captain. There is a difference.
I see. Yes.
But if you're gonna take your role seriously, you're also gonna be very aware of your role and how it's being perceived and talked about. And there are not multiple captains on this ship. That is a confusion of hierarchy and authority.
So from Murray's point of view, you're sort of you're kind of grabby.
I simply want to be of assistance.
Yeah, go assist someone else with something else.
Okay. Just
anyone who has read Tamara Pierce, The Protector of the Small series, there is a squire and a lord's attendant that have one-sided beef because the squire is the first squire this lord has ever had, this knight has ever had. And so the attendant has been doing all these things for so long and therefore feels that it's competition and feels that, I'm gonna be replaced and all these things. And the squire's like, great, I won't have to do that. Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
I have to take care of my shit too. Have fun. And this feels very that. It's very fun.
I'm unfamiliar with
Tamara
these
Pierce and you
characters.
like fantasy, read Tamara Pierce. Anyway,
cool.
Next.
I am unfamiliar with these characters, but yes, that is very much what I'm imagining. That I can't ensure that the beef is one-sided. Only Slapdash can do that. But from Murray's point of view, right, you're Like you're just not happy with your position. You keep like what you perceive as helping, he perceives as like stealing his ability to earn his keep on the ship.
Why we protect them of job security?
Right.
Of course, what we might not be explaining to Murray is that the reason there's only one deckhand is because Slapdash does this. Otherwise, they would probably need more than one deckhand.
See, from Murray's point of view, it's like, and we'll never know, will we? Because he keeps just
Right.
fucking getting involved, putting his grubby little robot feet where they don't belong.
So Mycelia does want to look over at the Vinny and the other officers and things like that, and just be like, I don't want to put us in mortal peril if we don't all agree to do it, but I mean, this seems like an opportunity maybe to help two people at once, and I owe Reverb a lot. And she's been stuck in that place for a very, very long time. She looks over at Slapdash. She goes, she's ironbound too, like you. Not quite like you. Different materials. But she's also ironbound.
How far away is Three Anchors?
I don't know because I don't really have a frame of reference of where the gray market is, but Three Anchors in my head. If we were using geography from New York last time, right?
Sure.
So in my head, Three Anchors is like where like Manhattan, Long Island area maybe used to be, like where somewhere where those bigger skyscrapers are, because it's anchored onto the tops of them, and then they sort of served as like the center point for where all the rest of the development built around.
Okay, sure.
Great irony of you describing this and Lasahana being the navigator is that I, Heather, have no concept for what you just said.
As a non-player, I totally do.
I have never been to New York. I have never really studied a map of New York. I have no concept for what you're describing, and that is a-okay.
Yep. I think there were 3 skyscrapers in particular that I used as reference points when I was coming up with it, so I could try and dig into the older notes, but there were 3 that were like really close together.
Cool.
And so not the Chrysler building, but not that far away from it either. Like you'd be able to see the Chrysler building from there.
Are we wrapping up?
We're about to.
Okay.
I was just trying to figure out where we were picking up next week. Where we're picking up next
think-
week is your sailing off to Three Anchors.
And is Vinny comfortable staying in the meantime?
Vinny is
ecstatic about staying in the meantime from the sound of things.
Yeah.
Well, no, he wants to.
no, sorry.
Are we going straight there, or are
Oh.
we going to Gray Market and doing our exchange for the
Oh,
hard
We're
okay.
already at the gray market. We haven't left the gray market, so we would just be
Okay.
leaving him here.
Mm-hmm. Get
and
our
then we
reward
go
for the
off
hard
and-
tack, and then
if he's willing to stay.
he is willing to stay, but it's clear that he is willing to stay because you have shown him several kindnesses, and he is under the impression that all of this is part of a plan to make sure that you get the full efficacy of your trade. So while he doesn't actually say it, you can see it in his eyes that he's really hoping you come back for him.
Oh yeah. And she fully plans to, unless we don't make it, and therefore you at least have job security.
Right. Vinny will wave as you leave.
I will. Slapdash will briefly walk up to Gray and just be like, "I've heard unconfirmed reports that Vinny's been treated poorly by some of your subordinates."
Oh yes, that is correct. Carlton was inconvenient. Carlton's not a problem anymore.
Clear. Should any of these circumstances repeat,
Then what happened to Carlton will happen to them.
I'll help. That's the Snickle speaking. How may I help you?
Oh, Nikki, you're not muted.
Mm.
So